All right, Reed, lights, camera, action.
Literally yesterday, I got an email from a friend. This is a friend that I've been helping. She's in real bad shape. She is living literally paycheck to paycheck. She has no disposable income, no savings account. It's a really rough situation. It's a slippery slope. And I emailed her and I said, hey, today she is about to face wage garnishment. She's about to get $600 taken out of her paycheck every single day, and she doesn't have $600 to go out of her paycheck. And I said, hey, do you have you called X? Because I think X can really help you out. Her reply back was, no, I haven't. I just really think there's too much pride for me to do that. So take that mindset and apply it to a business, okay? And voila, the need for turnaround advisors is born within the ELR. So who are we? We are a select group, a more select group now than we were maybe 6 months ago within the firm, of professionals that bring a lot of different things to the table. It's really if you were to look at the firm website, you'd see three faces come up. And it says three people are experts at this. But these three people are out of the box, are innovative thinkers whose approach is very customized with every client. There's no one magical blueprint with every client, with every turnaround client. Every client is different, and so every solution is going to be different. And so a really important aspect of the service that we provide to our clients is the ability to think out of the box and to come up with a customized solution. Two of the three people within this select group in the firm are some of the more senior members in the firm. And so they have relationships they've built for numerous years. And so they're able to leverage these relationships for the benefit of our clients, to get a company turned around, to get it profitable again, to get cash flow going. They're able to use some of these relationships to do that, and they're also able to leverage the reputation of the firm in order to do this. Those are things that often drive a successful restructuring. So, what do? You guys know the tagline of this lady? Nobody?
Don't let her.
I've never seen her before in my life.
Really?
No.
I don't know. This was an elementary school thing. We were talking about Schoolhouse Rock. It was a similar campaign to this. Man, this is an ineffective slide then. I thought this was just corporately. You've seen it? Do you know the tagline?
I don't.
Her big deal, she had a little jingle: reuse, reduce, waste, recycle.
Is that from the magic
One more
school
time.
bus?
I've seen that. All right,
I
now
just
you
go by
said
it.
it.
Reduce, waste,
There were
recycle.
posters
She make all the
about
elementary
every
schools
school.
chant it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
every
is
gymnasium.
not going to quite land the punch that I want. But the mission of Turnaround Advisors is to do these three things, which was so, like, as soon as I saw these, I was like, man, this is, Auntie Litter just came to mind. There's actually a person, like, she devoted her career to whatever, making the earth green again. So anyway, this is the mission of Turnaround Advisors: to recover, restructure, renew. You think, again, customized strategies to guide clients through really rough stretches in their business, significant downturns in their business. We mentioned before to keep the main thing in another presentation, and that's another thing Turnaround Advisors is able to do. We can go in there and we can tackle the financial or accounting component of a business that is tanking, and we can let the people that run the business actually run the business and make money. A lot of times the business owners, they get into a situation and they're not good at the accounting and the financial components of it. So we can take that over and let them go out there and make money and do what they do well. We can also provide an objectivity to a situation. There was a story with the turnaround client that involved two brothers, and they were bickering, and their fighting was causing so much tension within the company that no work was getting done. If one guy liked employee X, the other brother didn't like employee X, and so it was just making the company not at all successful. So we can go in there with an unbiased approach and say, look, you're right, you're wrong, let's move in this direction. So we can come in there and straighten things out in that kind of capacity. And also, I mentioned before, leveraging our reputation. We have, Warren Averett is a is a great firm. It's a very well-respected firm within the community, and we can often use that. We can come alongside a client along with a lender, and because we're at the table with our client, we can get access to cash that they wouldn't otherwise have because of our reputation. We can help them obtain financing, whether through a bank or somebody else, that we wouldn't otherwise be able to have. So who are we after? I showed this slide to my wife, and she said, "Are you guys going after waste management?" And I was like, "No, you missed the point." So hopefully this is a more effective slide than the previous one. I think we all think, in general, dumpster fires, you know, these companies that are just tanking, and it could be a straight up dumpster fire that we're going after, absolutely. A business headed towards bankruptcy, and everybody knows it, everybody in the company knows it. No plan, no direction, skyrocketing debt, no strategy to do anything about that debt. Or, on the other hand, it could be a suffering business that's just in denial, maybe too stubborn or too prideful in the situation I mentioned earlier to do anything about it, trying to put out a forest fire with a garden hose, like this guy. Profits going down, cash flows tighter than ever. Defaulting on loan covenants, all with a so-called plan that's just not effective, it's just not working. So we can go in on a dumpster fire situation, we can go in on a denial kind of situation, if that makes sense. We can help in either one of those situations. So what's our target? Our target is a commercial business with at least $1 million, preferably about $3 million of debt. Companies with a lot of fixed assets are really, they're ideal. A lot of inventory, a lot of AR, a lot of accounts receivable. These make the most ideal clients for a turnaround situation. Additionally, here are some buzzwords to listen for. If you hear the word bankruptcy, that's never good, but it's especially not good if they're one of our clients or a potential client. Restructuring, debt covenants, special assets. If you hear that a client's being turned over to the special assets division of a bank, not good. We can help them with that. Workout, receivership, if you hear that word come up, big one. Antennas should go up with that one. Bumping up against debt covenants, another big one. Forbearance agreement with bank, credit limit is capped. If you just see, you know, that we are just interest rates are astronomically high. Maybe they're paying off credit cards, you know, and it's just credit card rates is what they're experiencing. This is something that the turnaround advisors, we can come up with a customized strategy, a customized blueprint to help a company out. So, for what it's worth, I thought this was interesting. How do we get paid? Is a billable rate, plus we get, if we are successful in turning this company around, there's some incentive for us, some icing on the cake, so to speak. We get a success fee. Our best referral sources come from attorneys and lenders, corporate attorneys, commercial lenders. These are probably people that should already be in our regular pipelines of, you know, people we're keeping in contact with anyway, but probably our best opportunity to get external referrals. Retainers are common. Again, if we're talking about a company that doesn't have a lot of cash flow, then we're going to need some cash up front. So retainers are very common in this, and non-recurring work is also common. So the majority of our clients with turnaround advisors do not come internally, but there is a good opportunity to cross-sell with this. There are some good opportunities. The firm is making a big push to cross-sell with turnaround advisors. It was one of 5 service lines last year that we really highlighted and really targeted. So there is absolutely opportunity to cross-sell, but well, let's be honest, this work is tough to sell. The name alone almost even has a negative connotation with it. People don't want to think that they need to be turned around, so to speak. So whether we're talking internally or externally, this is a difficult situation, and quite frankly, we're not doing a fantastic job reaching our target audience. You think about the older generations, you know, the upper baby boomers, they've already made it through the rough patch. They've weathered the storms. They're on cruise control right now with their businesses. I'm on the upper end of the millennial generation, and guys my age don't really have, their businesses are just kind of in the infancy stages. So there's not a huge opportunity for that either. There is, but not a huge opportunity for that. So it's really the Generation Xers that we have an opportunity with. The guys in the 40s, the gals that grew up as a product of the 1980s. But I think the question is, how do we reach this demographic? How do we do it?
Every now and then I get a little bit worried that our profits going down.
Is that you
Every now and then I get a little bit tired listening to the tones of my voice. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the festival of years are over. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then we need extra. Every now and then we need extra. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I purchase something wise. Every now and then I get a little bit helpless, wave the white light and sound the alarm. Every now and then I get a little bit angry, wanna tell the IRS goodbye. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, but then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then we need fresh starts. Every now and then we need fresh starts. And I need your help right now. And I need you more than ever. You can just be a thought when you cry. I'll be afraid of yours forever. And we'll only be making it right. It'll never be wrong. Together we can see an end to this decline. Expertise is gonna be the festival time. I do know what you do. I'm always in the dark. I know Warren Ellis gonna give me a spark. I really need your help now. Forever's gonna start right now. Forever's gonna start right now. On the time I was hurting for cash, I wouldn't give me more. I didn't know what to do. I just felt so alone. Once upon a time I was going bankrupt. My business was taking a dive. Thank you, Warren Everett. I'm about to
Questions, comments?
Who did that? Please roll that out.
Yeah, that needs to be on the KB today.
Yeah. There's absolutely no doubt.
Whose voice?
Yeah, who's singing it?
That is a girl from my small group at church who